What's up, everybody? This is Reggie again.
Davena over here.
You just gonna smile like that?
Okay.
Okay, keep smiling. All right. Anyway, today's discussion is about what is it?
Black community.
Okay, yeah, how we don't support our own people, basically. So it's about the black community supporting the black community, if you want to call it the black community or whatever. We all know that's just code word for black folks in a large area, or a whole bunch of black folks in one area. Anyway.
Black community.
Okay, black community. All right. First thing I'm talking about, um, black businesses being more successful, and they would be if we supported them. As far as our own people go, um, people would say, "Well, what about everybody supporting everybody?" Well, we ain't worried about everybody right now. We have to fix our own house first. Um, how can you can't tell nobody that their grass needs to be cut and your house is on fire, which is what I'm trying to say. And this ain't got nothing to do with race or nothing like that. It's more so about the survival and the betterment of my people. Because once we better, we can probably talk about all the other things on the outside aspect. But if we supported each other's businesses, bought black and kept the money circulating in our community, I think things would be so much better. We'd be successful. We wouldn't have so many hoods around the way, and we'd be able to buy and support each other the way we should. For instance, if we had our own farms, our own supermarkets, we would be able to continually buy and sell from each other, and we'll be able to supply jobs for each other. I guess the goal is to become self-sustaining, so we won't have to worry about the government coming in and helping us and giving us all these free things that, in my opinion, keeps us from growing and becoming better, because it keeps you at a certain place in society, which is, somewhere I wouldn't want to be, waiting on the check every other week or every month or however they get those, food stamps and stuff like that. I mean, that's fine to get it, to get back on your feet, but to live that way, generation after generation, is not the way to go. And a lot of people do that. Also, another thing, we're very big spenders. I think in 2012, the black community, I guess you would say all the black people in America, had a spending power or buying power of like $1 trillion. And all that money leaves our community and does not come back. So it's almost like, as soon as we get paid, we go give our money to Sam Walton, the dude that owns Target, Ronald, Burger King, whoever else it may be. And that money, we never see that money again. They don't give a damn about us. They worry about profits and their own people. So, which I have no problem with that, because if it was me on that end, that's what I would do too. So that's what we got to do. We got to worry about our own people. We got to take care of ourselves. At the end of the day, it's all about survival, all about the betterment of our people. What else? Oh yeah, also, we have all this spending power, but we don't have any businesses of our own. And usually when we do have our businesses, we don't buy. Davina has a story for her. I'll let her tell you.
Well, currently right now, I got about this much left of my Shea Moisture Smoothie Enhancement stuff for my hair. And Target is right up the street from our house. Anybody know? We live really close. And Target does sell that now. And sometimes they do BOGO. And please believe me, in my mind, I'm like, it's BOGO.
Yeah.
It ain't BOGO right now though. Right now it's like $10.79. They think they got me, but usually it's $10.99. They don't know that I know how much it costs and how much they charge. But anyway, with that being said, I got only this much to go left, and the place that I go is black-owned woman here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, that is selling natural products, and I am dead set on going to her and giving her my money. Cause where I work at, we're a smaller version of the business where I work at in a big industry. But we like to tell our customers that we actually need your money. Where maybe some of those bigger ones, they want your money, and that's the difference. Does Target? I mean, you're upping up their profit. But we're not supporting the lady, the small business that's right up the street, really from your house, who is, if it may be $1 more, which actually they charge the same. So right now she is a little bit further than where Target is right up my street. I mean, right up the street from me. But I would rather give her my money than to give it to Target. So I really want Reggie to explain how the Jewish community use their money. When he explained that to me, I was like, wow, that makes a lot of sense. And no, we don't do that. And right now we don't even have enough businesses to do it. I mean, so I'm not going to say that I don't go to Target and I don't go to Walmart. Please believe me, I do. They right up the street, both of them. So, but if there was somebody else that I can get it from, in my mind, and him, he's really going to be on me like, no, you can go right up, no, go to their business. And I understand now because he explained that to me. So Reggie, explain that to him real fast.
Well, basically, in the Jewish community, it's said that their money circulates within their community before it leaves. So it's almost like me passing $1 to 20 of my friends before it leaves one of my friends' hands, which in essence, that is what keeps the community active, it builds it up. So it's almost like if I owned a grocery store and I had 10 friends that owned, one owned a farm, he sold me, vegetables and fruit. And I had another friend that had a fish farm, he sold me fish, seafood. I had another friend that had a water bottling business. I would buy water from him, so on and so forth. And at the end of the day, you buy, not only are you buying from your own people would probably supply jobs to your own people. So, and they would probably buy from you guys. So, you keep the money in your community and you build it, you grow it, you strengthen it. Instead of making someone else rich, you make each other rich at the end of the day. That's what it's all about. And, the more people we have with wealth in their pockets, the better off we are. Because right now we are in the state we're in, Black America, because we have no wealth, we have no, economic power, I guess. Because with economic power, you can control politicians and things of that sort. You can have a judge, in the court that's black that won't be sentencing all our black men and to jail for, little things. Or you would have a black public defender that's actually, for a black man. Or you would have black cops that not beating the hell out of us or shooting us in the back and saying that we shot ourselves on the back seat. Or that, they kill us and they're putting us on trial and we're dead for, getting out of hand or whatever. Of course, we've all seen all the videos and movies and things of that sort of, the brutality that we receive on a daily basis. And nobody can tell me otherwise. And I know, race has a big thing to do with it. And economic power has a lot to do with it also. Because if we had the money, and money is power in America, and if we had the money and power, a lot of these things wouldn't be happening. So if we do want to stop these things and better our community, we got to get some economic power. and supporting black business is the way to do it.
Basically, we got to help each other out.
Right.
Why do we feel like we don't want to help our sister and brother in our community who has a business, who has what you need? Is it because you don't want to see that person come up?
Right.
I'm sorry that it's really huge in our community that we don't want to support each other because we want to be better than the next person. And I think that's pretty sad of us. I'm not going to even talk as if everybody, because I feel as far as a lot of things is generational curses and or their learned behavior.
Yeah.
Whether it's your mom was on assistance and then you feel like you can be on assistance and it's a
okay.
chain of things. And I'm not saying we're not downplaying assistance or anything, because please believe me, if I needed to get on assistance, I'm going to get assistance, because guess what? I paid into it.
Right.
So anybody who needs assistance, I'm all for it. But should we live off of it? No. And that's what we're saying. Like, we don't have no power in that. We need to build up all our sisters and brothers to do what you love. Do you love to just sit around and wait on a check? No. I don't think that's the American way. I mean, we're over here. We should be making the best of it.
Right.
So are we doing that? Right now, we're like at the bottom of the totem pole because we're not together. There's no unity. We had unity when we were fighting for segregation, and somewhere in there when we became free, now we don't want to even live by each other.
Right.
Because we act uncivilized or whatever the case. That's what they say. I mean, and so I guess I'm the same. I'm like, well, no, I don't want to live in the hood. I've already lived in the hood. So why does that even have to be a problem?
Right.
Of living in the hood? I mean, I don't know. These are just questions that I think everybody should ask themselves. Why we can't support each other, and is that the problem? I mean, is it that you don't want to see the other person come up? Because in reality, there's a whole lot of other people who don't look like you that's coming up, and you ain't stopping them.
Right, off of our money. I mean, I'll leave y'all with this. The female hair industry, black hair industry, I mean, it's $1 billion business. Yeah, we have a few beauty shops here and there, but that's just, you know, that's cookie crumbs compared to the money that the Koreans are making, the Arabs are making, you know, all the people that come from over here selling our products to us for our hair that they pretty much know nothing about, but they're making a killing off us, you know, in the hood. Yeah. If we had our own places, our own things, that we could make our own hair care products, we could have somebody that makes the bottles for them to go in, we could have a store that they go to and sell it out of the store. And of course, we got, you know, basically a monopoly on the beauty shop, you know.
And jobs.
And jobs. So that would be, you know, jobs in each section of that, you know, building process of the hair industry. You know, that's just one thing. You know, we like to wear clothes and shoes and, you know, we spend a lot of money. We the cheapest people on the planet, but we spend all the money in the world, you know. Because we'll rather spend, you know, a few dollars less to go get Habib's chicken instead of going to get Charlie's chicken. I'm just saying. We had our own experience with that. You know, we worked for a friend's business here in town, and the business would have been, you know, way more successful. Not saying we didn't succeed, because we stayed open for quite a while, and we, you know, went through the process that he wanted to go through for, you know, a year to see how it would work out, and it worked out fine. But I think if we would have had support of our people the way we should have, he wouldn't have had a choice but to renew his lease and keep on selling the food that he was selling, because the food was great and it was better than any other food here in town. But because we would rather, you know, have food for, you know, 50-cent dollar cheaper, you know, down the street. That's what we did. And believe me, you know, people don't give a damn about the community. or you or whoever else is buying their food. They just want your money, and they send it back over there from wherever they came. So, at the end of the day, people, let's back each other, let's support each other, and forget what other people are saying about that race stuff. Man, forget all that. We gotta take care of ourselves because ain't nobody else gonna do it. And forget all this kumbaya stuff. We still, at the end of the day, we have to be for ourselves. We have to take care of ourselves because we don't want nobody else to have to do it, and we don't want nobody else to have to do it for our children later on down the line. So, you done, babe?
Yep. And here's Caesar. So, yep, that's pretty much it.
All right.
Let's support each other.
2 fingers, people.